What's up guys, Gabriela here. If you're new, welcome to my channel. I'm Gabriela. I make videos about astrology, makeup, self-care, veganism, and basically anything else I feel like talking about. So welcome if you're new, hit that subscribe button. Welcome to the family. Today I am making a video about reasons why I would date your zodiac sign. So by the way, sorry if my voice sounds a little strange, I'm not feeling too hot and my ears are really plugged up right now, but I am fighting off a cold. I am fighting it, okay? We're hydrating, we're good. If you get butt hurt from these videos, that is completely your fault. You're getting hurt by a stranger's opinion from the internet. So I'm not gonna apologize if you disagree with me, okay? This is gonna be based on your sun sign, your Mars sign, or your Venus sign. So any of those things in your chart might reflect reasons why I would date you. By the way, before I start this video, I want to remind you guys to enter my Yod watch giveaway. The link is in the description down there. It closes December 10th. It's international, and if you win, the grand prize is $180 of store credit for a Yod watch, free sizing, and free shipping. So please don't forget to enter. I get nothing from you signing up except the satisfaction of knowing that you might get an awesome watch. So let's start this video. So we'll start with Aries. Aries, I would date an Aries because they go after what they want. And to me, that is very, very attractive. They aren't dilly-dalliers. So if they like you, if they want to be with you, if they want to date you, if they want to have a one-night stand with you, you will know about it. They will make it clear to you. And that's what I love about Aries. They're very straightforward people. I've mentioned before, sometimes it's like a little bit jarring, but in the romantic scheme of things, for me, I love when somebody knows what they want and goes after it. So that's very, very attractive about Aries to me. They're also confrontational people. They're not afraid of confrontation, so they have a backbone. In a relationship, if I need to be stood up for, or if I need to feel like somebody's got my back, an Aries is gonna be there. And Aries is not afraid to ruffle feathers. You know, if somebody's coming to try and mess up our relationship, or if somebody talks to me the wrong way, an Aries will definitely stick up for me and be there for me. So I love that about Aries, and I think they would bring me out of my shell socially and, like, honestly physically. Being around fire signs, you kind of, I don't know, you become like the better version of yourself, or the more shiny, sparkly, engaging version of yourself, and I feel like Aries could do that to me in a relationship. Really bring me out of my shell, take me exciting places when I kind of just want to be a homebody. And I think, yeah, I think Aries are super fun. I would date a Taurus because they recognize the finer things in life. Just like me, they like lovely, kind of luxurious things, and they wouldn't make fun of me for sometimes buying special things for myself, treating them. They're not those like super practical people that are like, oh, why would you spend $150 on perfume? And you want to be like, that's kind of how much like the normal ones are. So I know some very practical people, and most of the Taurians are not. You guys are down to earth, but you understand why it's important to treat yourself and to invest in things that you care about. So whether that's, you know, beauty stuff, or traveling, or taking kind of an expensive class to get a certification for something you want to do, or anything, a Taurus would be supportive of that. They also know the importance of physical touch. They're cuddly people. A Taurus is going to be down to hold your hand, to cuddle. They're those people that kind of would just reach out and give like a reassuring touch on the back, or if you're feeling insecure, they just know those subtle ways to comfort you. And they also have this warm, teasing sense of humor. I haven't really found a lot of Tauruses that actually have like a mean sense of humor where they're trying to dig at you or make you feel bad. They just have the perfect kind of teasing humor, and I love Tauruses for that. I also love that Tauruses take their time in a lot of the things that they do. I have complained in previous videos that they're slow, but when it comes to dating, when it comes to things in the bedroom, it's great to have someone who wants to take their time, who's not pushy, who's not forceful, obviously, who wants that, but Taurians are especially cognizant of how great it can be to take things slow, and I love that about them. Geminis are funny naturally. They are very, very entertaining people to be around, and you will hardly ever get bored with a Gemini, and I think that's amazing. People, you know, rat on them about being like people rag on Geminis about being super like Geminis get a hard rap. Geminis get a bad rap for being, you know, two-faced or multi-faced, but really when they're a healthy person, I find that to be amazing. They have many, many, many facets to their personality, and so it's very hard to get bored with them or to really feel like you're done finding out about them. You're always discovering new things about them, and I love that. They are endlessly exciting. They're also, because they're funny and friendly, they're really easy to bring around friends. They're one of those signs that you're really proud to bring around your friends, because you're like, wait till you meet my partner. They're gonna make you laugh so hard, and you're just like proud for your friends to meet them, because they're just like amazing to be around. So that's great. They're also really independent people, so they're not, I haven't found Geminis to be super possessive or jealous about other people. I mean, I know everybody is different, but because they cherish their independence and their individuality and their freedom to do what they want and to say what they want, they will most likely do the same for you, and I really, really appreciate that about Geminis. They are not going to try and like squash your happiness about your independence and your achievements. It's kind of a I celebrate you, you celebrate me thing if it's done in a healthy way, and I think that's great. They're also great communicators, and for me that is important in a relationship. I can't have somebody that doesn't call me for the whole day, or I don't hear from the whole day. That's the kind of person I am, so that is why I would date a Gemini, and I am dating a Gemini. Cancer, I have written in my notes, daddy vibes. I'm not trying to be creepy, okay? But those of you who get it, you get it, okay? You care for me, you take care of me. There's like this, I mean, Cancer is the moon. Cancer is a motherly sign. So when I'm talking about Cancer guys, I get daddy vibes. When I'm talking about Cancer girls, I get mommy vibes. That sounds gross, like mama vibes. I don't know, that sounds way less sexy than daddy vibes, but just caretakers, and I feel safe and comfortable and tranquil around you guys. I love that. I feel like, and this is why I've gotten into issues with Cancers. With Cancers, I feel like I can trust you endlessly. I can open up, I can be myself, I can just let everything be, you know, let everything go to you. Let everything just come out, and I can trust you guys. Those of you I can't trust, that's another story, but I love that vibe. I also find that Cancers are very appreciative of women, whether they're men or women, because they're ruled by the moon. They're a very feminine sign. They are most of the time appreciative of women, respectful of women. They understand women and our moods and our facets, you know, there's just this respect and understanding there. And it's kind of funny that I found with Cancers, especially, or people with Cancer in their chart, certain parts of women's bodies they're very into, and they like when you're motherly to them. And they're also not disgusted by periods. I know that's random, but because I think it has to do with the moon, and they just understand, as I said, understand women. They're not like disgusted by the time of the month or other feminine related things, and that's awesome, because that's BS. Like, I'm not dating a 16-year-old. You don't need to wince when I get my period. Thank you. Cancers also understand that being a homebody isn't boring, and how awesome it is to have a special night in, or like 5 nights in a row. I love that, and that's what I need in a relationship, is a balance of being social and just private time and being at home. And so that's why that Cancer personality really intrigues me a lot of the time. And with Cancers, because you guys are so giving of your love, which people often say is clingy, I would never feel a lack of your love. I would never feel like maybe you don't love me. So that's what I like about Cancers. Leo, you guys are really, really proud to show off the person you're dating, and I love that. That is so attractive to me. It's also because I'm a Leo, so my experience with Leos is they're very, very proud to, show you off. It's like a Beyonce, Jay-Z kind of thing. Like they're like, this is my girl, everybody look at her, I'm cool with all of you looking at her and all of you looking at me with her. Like, it's just, I don't know, when someone is confident and not trying to hide you away from the world, like you're gonna get taken away from them or something, that lack of, they can be jealous, but not really like manipulatively possessive, like you can't go out, you can't do this. A healthy Leo will show you off, and having someone who has that confidence to be like, yes, let everybody look at you and look at us and admire us, that is so attractive. They also take great care of themselves, which might be superficial, but that's a big thing for me in relationships. They take pride in their appearance and their hygiene and their individuality. They all have their own super unique swag. So people like to pin Leos as one type, flashy, long hair, vain. But I don't think that's, we all know, us who love astrology, that no sign is really that simple to be pinned down like that. But they all have their own special Leo swag that makes them just like a shining star. But they don't have to be flashy, they don't have to be overly sexy or have long hair or anything like that. It's just something about them that is like a whole package, which I love. They are always kind of the star of the room, and for me, I have that innate curiosity about the person that's the star of the room, who's not like the loud one, Sagittarius, but Leos are just kind of that person that's intriguing, and I always have curiosity about that, and they are playful and warm, like a kitten, so who doesn't love that? Next is Virgo. Virgos are really like the Prince Charming of the zodiac, I find. They're very respectful. They're the good guy. Virgos are like the good guy or girl or whatever that you would be like, you know what, I should date them. Like, I should. I'm not, and I'm not trying to say that's a bad thing. They're like the responsible choice. They're hardly ever the irresponsible choice, like, oh, it's like the bad boy, but maybe I shouldn't. No, like the Virgo is the responsible choice. They're timely, they're respectful, they're polite, which I love. When you bring them around your friends or your family or out, they're nice to waiters, they're nice to your friends. They have this baseline of politeness, so you never have to worry about them embarrassing you or like acting a fool or getting out of hand. It's very nice because I'm a Virgo rising. I'm like, can you please, like, don't embarrass me? So I love that. They are helpful to the ends of the earth. They will always, always, always help you out when you need it. Most of the time they're very handy. They know how to do a lot of things. So that's also great. And it's also great to feel like in a relationship you're with somebody that pulls their own weight, you know what I mean? Or that has your back. They're certainly not lazy people, so I love that. They're also very down-to-earth people. They're rarely, in certain situations, they can be kind of sneaky and have ulterior motives, but in general, a healthy Virgo is down to earth and grounded. They're not somebody who you would feel, I don't know. They're not like, I'm just thinking of living in LA. They're not like the LA type, you know? It's kind of refreshing to be in general around earth signs, but they're grounded, they're earthy. Next is Libra. I would date a Libra because you guys don't blow things out of proportion or try to manipulate. Like, you don't really do the cold shoulder or try to make trouble to get attention or to get what you want, because you're not really into conflict. So as much as you guys can make a lot of trouble without trying to, you won't deliberately make trouble or hurt your partner to get the result you're looking for. That's not really the tactic that you use to get what you want. And I really appreciate that. You guys are not into like those types of mind games. You guys also tend to be very optimistic and you can get over things pretty quickly. yeah, you just kind of want to move on from the bad, sticky situations. And I like that a lot. Like, you're not giant grudge holders, and I love that. You're always kind of willing to offer your partner a fresh start, which I really like and really appreciate, because I think everybody deserves that in a relationship most of the time. And you guys are great flirters, I just have to say. And you guys are very graceful flirters. You don't, you tend to not say super vulgar things or very uncomfortable things. You just are great conversation makers and very charming. So you'll hardly ever say something that's kind of like, okay, that's too much, or like that was like an unsavory way to speak to me. You're very graceful and elegant with the things that you do. Tasteful. Scorpio, there's just, you guys know, Scorpios have a dear place in my heart. You guys are interested in the most interesting things. Regardless if you're in a career, like a creative field or not, there's also always something, there's like the touch of an artist about every Scorpio. So even if they're like, I don't know, in finance, they're going to be interested in something unique and artistic and just so trademark them. There's always that just mysterious, brooding artist thing about Scorpios that I just kind of have a thing for. You are definitely not boring people, and I love that. Very similar to Gemini. There are always things to talk about. Kind of no subject is too deep for you, and you're certainly not stupid people. You do not come across as stupid or vapid at all. You are pretty much down to try anything. And I think that's awesome. You're not scaredy cats. You're not scared of trying things. And you are very, very loyal people, and you won't neglect me. And I don't like being neglected. So, Scorpios, you have my thumbs up. Sagittarius are so upfront, and in my opinion, great with communication, because I love those people that just want to solve the problem. They want to talk it out. They want to figure out what's going on. They're honest and very upfront and clear when they communicate, which is my style of relationships. I don't like, you know, the pouting, the grudges, the cold shoulder, the let me try and guess what you're mad about, or when people say, it's nothing. No, I'm fine. Like, I would just much rather not be around you until you stop doing that. I cannot stand when people do that, and that's not a Sag thing, to be like, no, nothing. It's very upfront communication, and I love that. You guys are travel lovers. I always talk about this, but you guys are super into traveling, and that's amazing. That's really, really important for me in a relationship, as somebody who wants to explore the world, somebody who's not afraid of other cultures or other places, because I want to live in a lot of places, and I don't need someone being like, but I don't speak the language there, but I don't know about the food there. Like, that's just so basic to me. So I love that about Sagittarius, this fearless, like, jump into things, gung-ho people. And along with that, super open-minded about many, many things. And much like Scorpio, the path less traveled appeals to you and intrigues you. And in the same way, it does that to me. So we relate very well to things like that. So yeah, you guys are just great communicators, and just jump right into things. And I love that. Capricorn, you guys are so chill. You are not crazy or unpredictable, and I love that. Being an earth sign, you are super, I don't know, you're super grounded. I don't have to worry about you doing weird, unpredictable, crazy things. You know, being funny is different than being foolish, but you just, like, you have a very tasteful hold on yourself. You carry yourself in a certain way that's, you have expectations for yourself, so you follow that. You follow your morals, and you follow the way that you want to be seen, which is oftentimes tasteful, elegant, graceful, the bigger person, and I like that. You guys are very, very driven, goal setters, high achievers. That's very attractive. It's rare that you find a Capricorn that doesn't pull their own weight, or who doesn't take equal parts in the relationship, or who's, like, lazy in the relationship. That's pretty rare to me. And you're maybe the least annoying zodiac sign. I don't think I've ever said that before on my channel, but I've realized, like, you just don't you're just the least annoying. You just, like, I don't have a strong opinion against you guys. It's just like, yeah, Capricorns, like, they're cool. Aquarius, you guys are not overly clingy or possessive or jealous, and I love that. I can't stand possessive people. I have had my fair share of possessive people, and those days are done. So thank you, Aquarius, for not being so insecure that you need to project that onto other people and make their lives miserable. You're just all about having fun. You don't want to hold someone back from having fun or restrict them in any way because you don't like being restricted. Another thing I love about Aquarians is they would never tell you, stop, you're embarrassing me, even though I just had a whole spiel about people embarrassing you. I mean, what's embarrassing to me is, for example, when someone is very rude to a waiter or someone helping you, or they're getting so drunk that they're saying offensive things, you know, just being ugly, like being, like ugly personality. But as far as when someone's having fun, that's different. That's not embarrassing. I once went to Universal with a friend, and I remember there was a Jumbotron thing, and I was trying to get on it, and everybody was dancing, and I was, you know, dancing, trying to get in the Jumbotron, and he said, stop, you're embarrassing me. And I was like, no, I want to get on the screen. And I kept dancing, and I noticed that he's completely walking away from me, like actually walking away from me. And that was the last time we hung out, trust me. So I cannot stand people that try to squash your fun by saying you're embarrassing, oh, you're embarrassing. I'm sorry if you're too insecure to have a good time and not be checking out what everyone else thinks of you. But yeah, fun is never embarrassing to you. Weirdness, uniqueness, somebody's individuality is never embarrassing to you. You embrace that, you love it, you love the weirdness, and I love you for that. And last but not least, we have Pisces. You guys come across as very, very smart, and most of the time you are, and you have immense knowledge about unique subjects and oftentimes things that not many people know about or not many people read into. I find a lot of Pisces are into, and I've mentioned this before, but philosophy, but also like magic and the things that I'm into, astrology, tarot cards, the law of attraction, meditation. They're just into like higher knowledge and expansion of knowledge, and that's so attractive to me because it just kind of shows that their humility, that they don't think that they know everything. They're kind of like almost like an eternal student type. And within being around them, you learn a lot from them, but they're very humble people, and I really, really like that. And yeah, you're just down to talk about the stuff that a lot of people don't want to talk about or don't want to look into because they're just scared to change the way that they've been seeing the world. And I really like that about Pisces. You guys also are very accommodating. I was like sort of dating a Pisces once, and I've talked about him before, but he has great qualities. He's just very accommodating. Like the first time I met him, he made me feel like a part of the group. He made me feel very comfortable. He was taking care of me, and I think that's why at the time I was like, oh my God, I'm in love, and I fell for one of those Pisces that was like a slippery fish. But yeah, you're very comfortable to be around, and you guys are very, very spontaneous, which I love. You don't have to be like planned down to the minute. You are down to just kind of jump into things or plan a night or afternoon or something on a whim, go on a trip on a whim. You just kind of go with the flow, and I love that. And you're not super controlling, so if something doesn't go your way, if plans change or things don't work out for any reason, or you just have a problem in life that just didn't go exactly as you planned, you're very good with going with the flow and not freaking out about it and making me feel like I need to be managing your problem and like calming you down, because that's not a good feeling. So that's why I would date a Pisces. Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed this video about why I would date your sign. Comment down below if you have any things to add, and yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Have a fantastic weekend or week, or whenever you're watching this video. Have a great day. I love you guys so much. If you're new, again, don't forget to subscribe. We're almost at 5,000 subscribers, so thank you so much. I just like keep checking every day, and more of you are joining our family, and I don't really know what to call us or if I should call us anything, but thank you guys so much. You make me so happy, and you really give my week like an amazing purpose. So I love you guys so much. Make sure again to enter that giveaway, please, and I will talk to you guys next Friday. Mwah! Bye, guys.